We believe in the spiritual nature of God. Ready for this? Christians do not believe a man can become God. You hear what I just said? We do not believe that a man or a woman can become a god or a goddess. We do not believe that. So in Mormon theology, they believe that the God of this universe was once a man like us, and he was exalted to godness because of his obedience. Okay? We do not believe that a man can become God. However, watch this. We do believe that God can become man. There's nothing theological that keeps a perfect God from becoming perfect man. There's nothing theological that keeps that from happening, okay? We do not believe you will become a god. We do not believe I will become a god. We do not believe you will become a goddess, even though you may be a domestic goddess. There is nothing in the Bible that says you and I can become divine. We cannot. However, we believe that divinity can become humanity. There's nothing against that in the Bible. We believe in the spiritual nature of God. Humans are physical creations with a spiritual nature. You ever wonder why when you stand by a funeral and the body looks exactly the same as it did 5 minutes ago when it was alive, but yet you mourn and weep even though the person's right there, right? But the animator is gone, right? We know the spirit has left even though the body looks exactly the same as it did right before it died, right? Why are you weeping? Why are you crying? You're crying because you know the thing that animated that person, the motor behind the person, the personality has left. It's a spiritual thing, not a physical thing. You and I understand that by nature. We believe that humans are physical creations with a spiritual nature inside. It happens every funeral. That proves itself true. Look at this. However, God is a non-physical creator with a spiritual nature. So God has never been a physical man, okay? God has never been a physical man. He is a non-physical creator. He's always been spirit. Jesus says this in John 4:23 and 24. Because God is spirit by nature, his triunity is spiritual, like this water. It represents the spiritual nature of the unity of God, and not confined to physical limitations, okay? So the thing that makes God God is not confined to these little glasses, these little vases I have right here. They all share the same divinity, this all oneness, but they're three different people. I'm going to show you why this is difficult for us. If you're already tapping out, come back to me. Ready? Humanity consists of different and separate human souls with separate personhoods. If that was way too much and you're like, wow, what did you just say? I'm going to bring up two of the best-looking men I know. Come on up. The other elders of this church, besides Don, sorry, you got cut from the team today. Okay, come on up. I'm going to illustrate it like this. Watch this. Here, divinity is this. They all share divinity, but they're three separate people. Okay, need you turn around, face back to back. Okay. Right here, we are three separate people, right? No one would look at us and say, oh, they all share the same personhood. We don't. These two fine-looking gentlemen have shown us the way, okay? Us three right here, we do not share anything. We don't share a soul. We don't share physical limitation. We don't share anything. We're just together in this particular space. Now watch this. I'm going to bring this home to you. Ready? God, here's the difference. God, whereas Gary has his own soul, individually and singular. Larry has his own soul individually and singular. I have my own soul individually and singular. When we die, that individual singular soul goes to be back with God. The difference between us, the three of us, and the Trinity is that their soul, the soulishness of God, they all share the same soul. They all share the same spirit, which allows them to be three different creatures, but they know each other's thoughts, they know each other's desires, they share inside of each other, inside of their spirit, they know everything. There's no limitations on knowledge, on power. They share everything amongst themselves. Do you understand? This is how this is possible. We share humanity as a soul-ishness about us. That's why we're called humans. We share humanity. That's our soul part of us. God shares divinity without limitation. The three of them, the Godhead. Do you want to be the Father? No, Larry can be the Father. He's older. Larry's going to be our Father. I'll be the Son, since I'm the young guy on the block. And you get to be the Holy Spirit, which is an awesome job. You get to go. You get to give gifts to people. You're like Santa. Okay, watch this. We are three humans, but we're separated. God is three persons, but unified. What makes them one, why we believe in one God, but three different people, rather than three gods, is we believe the spiritual side of God is all shared perfectly. They all share the same soul, so to speak. We share three different souls. I don't know his thoughts. He doesn't know mine. I have limitations he doesn't have. God is perfectly unified because they all share the same power, the same omniscience. Everything's the same. Do you understand the difference between humanity and divinity? This is what we believe. It's almost impossible to illustrate unless you use a little bit of your mind because it's spiritual, it's not physical. We don't believe in three gods, one God sharing the same essence. Whereas humans are three people sharing different essences because we're separated from one another. Everybody understand? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.